Well, Mike's always late. He always is.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
there's 46 stitches under there.
wow, that's crazy in just that little spot. Did you get
Yep,
the
from here to here.
dissolvable ones?
So inside of the dissolvable ones, I get the ones on the exterior. There's 20 some of them. They come out tomorrow morning.
Our YouTube watchers are gonna love this. They're just gonna, I guess, all for all the listeners, they could just be like, "Hey, but don't forget to put on your sunscreen everywhere."
Yes, sunscreen has to go everywhere.
That's the message that we want to get to everybody that's watching this right now.
I
I
feel
wonder
like I
how
have to create a little corner like you have.
it's a fun corner, isn't it? I know I have a lot of stuff here. As you can see, I have all the badges, all the media badges from the years.
We don't need
Um,
no stinking badges.
we don't need no stinking badges. The year I did not go to the Masters, 2020, 2021. Um,
Mm.
and some other stuff. Yeah. Cute little love note from my girlfriend. It's nice.
That's my master's from 19.
I like it. From 2019. Did you go that
Yeah.
year?
I didn't. My buddy works there and he picked it up for me.
What does he do?
He's a caddy there.
Oh, wow. Okay. So like year round,
He caddies there when he's not at Marion.
how do you become a caddy at Augusta?
It's probably the same way you do it at Marion or at Bandon Dunes or at Olympic Club or at Oakmont. You just show up and ask.
Wow, that's it?
Yeah, there's no formal.
Like you don't have to be invited like you would have to be invited for a membership.
No.
Hmm. That's incredible.
I mean, I knocked on the door in Philly Country Club on like a Wednesday afternoon at 3 o'clock, and I started the next morning at 8 a.m.
If there's any caddies that's listening to this, that's how you do it.
Just,
I I always love those masters emails that I get from like LinkedIn or something saying, "Hey, Augusta National's hiring now."
oh, yeah.
And it's for like some sort of operations job, but and then like they list all of the qualifications and I'm never qualified.
Well, the only way you're not qualified is if you don't send it in.
I knew you were going to say that. That's such a dad response.
It's not a dad response. That's a friend. That's like the answer is always no until you ask.
Oh, Chris, it's a lot of logic. It's a lot of logic.
So if you don't ask, the answer is always going to be no.
There's the late guy to the show
I,
that
Hey,
I
I am 12 minutes early.
we need to, ooh, that looks tasty, Chris.
yes, I brought out the good stuff for Jordan.
Ooh, for Jordan.
So
Awesome.
this is a glass that's been monogrammed since the 50s.
Wow. What's the
I'm surprised it's not ripped
S?
off.
S obviously stands for your last name.
Right. It was my grandfather's. My grandfather had a man cave in the 50s.
That's awesome. Oh,
He had like a, is he in?
nope, I'm gonna text him right now. Uh, let's see. I'm gonna say, come on in. Come on in. Uh,
Come, come on down.
Mike, Chris and I were just talking about how you need to sit in a corner so you can have a really cool background like we do.
Yeah, I don't have a real option for a corner in my house.
You do. Like, look, houses have corners, Mike. Like they all have walls.
Now it's
So,
round like the trash can I'm supposed to buy.
yeah, that'll do it.
It's the circular file. You've never heard the trash defined as the circular file?
Nope.
I hadn't.
Wow.
Must be an older generation thing.
Maybe.
Okay,
Where'd you
so
put that? I put it in the circular file. What I threw it away.
what about an accordion file?
Well, that's
What's
like a
the
real
best?
file.
Like,
Yeah, that's like the best.
is that
What's
where
the
you'd put a
best kind of
Penske file?
files out there? The accordion file, a digital file, or
A
like a
wood
manila
file.
folder?
Manila folder.
Remember in school when you had like to bring the manila folders?
Nope.
Yep.
It must be an older generation thing too.
I have lots of them.
We're in the same
All, all
generation,
of
Mike.
all of my all of my bills are done with manila folders.
Like household bills?
Hmm.
What do you mean? Like you separate them and you put them in manila
You know, they
folders?
have online banking now,
Yep.
Chris.
I was gonna say that
I
there's digital folders.
there are, but you have to know when they're paid and what happens if the computer goes out or the bank gets hacked.
Okay, let's play fill in the blank. Manila folders are
Outdated.
Amazing.
nostalgic.
Functional.
Mm,
Worse tasting than Manila wafers.
Manila wafers or Nilla wafers?
Oh, you've never had Manila wafers?
I haven't. Are they only available in Manila?
I think so.
The Thrilla in vanilla or Manila? See, we can talk about boxing on the show. This is great.
Who doesn't love boxing?
Manila folders.
Put them
Mm,
up. Put them up.
What year was that? Do you remember, Chris?
I don't. I
Mike,
was around. I was
you
around for it, but I
you're our
don't.
research guy.
The Thriller in Manila?
The Thrilla in Manila, yeah.
He's actually like got like an extra screen or something he can do work on.
Who,
Oh, I
Mike
have
That's
or
three
Jordan?
three screens.
See, Jordan's background is way better than yours, Mike.
Well, that's why mine's
yours.
blurred.
Like he's got, well, but what do are you have to be afraid of something? Hi, Jordan, by the way. We're just
No,
sit,
keep it
we're just
just
sitting here.
roll.
Yeah, we're just talking about backgrounds. Like I have, I've obviously decorated this purposefully for these kinds of things and everything I love. You can see I'm a Liverpool fan,
Yeah.
and Chris is obviously a caddy. You know Chris well, and he
Right.
he came in with a stitched up nose, and then Mike blurs out his background, and you got a beautiful room there.
I don't, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, my couple of notes for you, but it's you carry this podcast though, Mike. So, you know.
He does.
Well,
He is our research guy.
I got Breaking
Well,
Bad in the background making some drugs, so I don't want anybody to see it.
Oh
How are
my
Trade
we doing,
secrets.
goodness.
boys? How are we doing? I was listening to you guys on the way home. I was listening to Ranking Tigers major wins.
there we go.
That's why we had so many new listens. It's because of you, Jordan.
It's
Was
on repeat.
pretty impressive. No real hot takes on that episode, but still really good stuff, guys. Really
Okay,
good.
then all right, since you brought it up, Jordan, I have to ask you, just give us your top five.
Oh, I mean, in order, I thought that maybe there was not maybe enough respect due for Tigers win at Pebble. I forget
Mm.
what year, but I think you guys, what did you like? Most you guys had them like four. It was like 4-5, three,
Yeah.
4-5.
Yeah, the
I'd probably have that one
2000.
maybe at a two spot,
Yeah.
just
I
because.
think I think anything top 5 or 6 is almost interchangeable.
Yeah, I agree. I
That's true.
also appreciated how his PGA wins were kind of like, eh,
Isn't
Eh,
that funny how that was the major where they were just all and a couple like British Open wins, like '05, '06. I mean,
yeah,
the year after his dad died was just emotional, but it was just like he hit two iron at Hoylake and just
all
won by
in.
like
Yeah,
7 or whatever it was.
Yeah. I
yeah,
feel like that's the major that's just kind of lost its way too. It's always been kind of meh, and now it's like buried in the wrong time of the year. And
yeah.
like, I just saw somebody, I can't remember who was talking about it, saying, "Oh, it was Trey Wingo. How do we go 9 months without a major?"
Yeah. But how do we get more majors? Should we just finally
No,
make players
no,
a
they stopped
major?
front loading him.
we just don't have to have one the first 4 months of the year.
Hmm.
We don't have to have one like April, May, June, and July. Now from July, we have to wait till April again.
Yeah.
Like that's just
But golf is
like
never going to compete with with football though.
I don't think it has to compete, but it can still be like it can still be compelling. If you put a major in there, it's going to be compelling.
Yeah.
How do we before I know I've hijacked this, but how do we feel about Keegan sitting?
Ooh,
Oh,
that's a
you
great question, Jordan.
I respect it. I would respect it more if it wasn't Cantland.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you knew he would never accept it.
Oh,
Like you
for
knew he would
sure.
never pick himself because he would be that one captain, the playing captain, that'd be like, well, I just had to because I qualify. I don't know. I
Yeah.
like the decision.
I think it's the right decision. I think it's also if anybody other than he is captain, he's playing. He's played his way into the
Yeah, for
team.
sure.
Oh
But
yeah.
I mean, it's just he's kind of caught in purgatory. Like he can't win either way. Like he's never going to make the people happy who say, "Well, we didn't put the best team out," and
Yeah.
he's never going to be like, "Oh, we're never going to know what it's like if he would have played."
Yeah.
So
Now, what
it's a
happens
catch 22.
if
Yeah.
Kelly shits the bed?
Mm,
Does everybody get on him because he didn't pick himself?
Was there a snub guy? Who got snubbed that was like that should have been picked but got looked over?
I don't know. I think you could have made an argument for Novak.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he had an amazing year. And just played solid every week.
Yeah.
Who was there? There was, golly, I just watched it.
Mike, are you looking it up?
Who got
Like
snubbed?
Ryder Cup standings? Because the top 6 qualify.
Top 6 auto.
Autos.
And then there's
Oh,
a
Maverick
catcher's pick.
McNeely didn't get picked, did
Mav,
he?
yeah, that was the one. Mav,
There you go.
yeah.
I'm glad Bryson got in though because he deserves it.
I mean, I think if you're gonna if the other side's gonna have their lift guys in, you got like he's earned his way into it.
Sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can't not have him. And kudos for Bryson. I mean, he showed up to everything that was there on his
That he
own
could have, yeah.
because the tour didn't want him there. They wouldn't play. He's actually going to Napa with the team too.
That's
Everybody
good.
on the team is going to play in Napa except for him because they won't let him in. But he's going anyway. He's going to go and hang out.
All right, I have an early fill in the blank. Jordan, have you heard our fill in the blanks yet?
Yeah. It's unbelievable stuff. Yes.
Okay, so fill in the blank for everybody. We'll go Chris well no, we'll do Jordan first, Chris, Mike, whatever. The President's Cup is
Unbearable.
Unbearable. Wow, that's impressive.
so good. That's such a great answer.
Pointless?
That's such a great answer. And it's not even unfair.
No, it's
You
warranted.
may have even stolen my answer.
Interesting.
I'm going to use this President's Cup should be canceled.
I was going to say second rate. That was
Only because
out
there's
of
not a
two.
third-rate option. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no.
well, I mean, it's like, but
Yeah.
it's not even really. I guess you could technically. All right, fine, but I feel like it's not compelling.
It's not because the US always wins.
Yeah.
And why is that?
Well, it's an unfair fight.
Is it though? I mean, is it just because the internationals don't care? Like they're obviously good players, and then why does Europe really care?
Well, Europe, it's like I think the European thing is it's kind of always been like it's can we beat the best, and they get up for that every time they play, and I don't. They take it as that's like it's their Super Bowl for golf.
Yeah, it is.
It's like there's nothing that's more important to them than that. And I don't think I think it's taken a back seat for us.
This might be our hottest take yet ever, Jordan. Because we've never really talked about the President's Cup versus Ryder Cup, but
I don't think it's that hot of a take if you ask a lot of other people.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. What's yours, Mike?
yeah, what is yours, Mike?
I don't even watch it. That's my take. The President's Cup is
It's like one of those
boring.
events that is just you accidentally turn it on in September
I
as you're
go,
switching through.
oh, why isn't the DP on?
Who owns the rights to that? The
There we go.
President's Cup.
Oh, look at that. Mike's working on his. Is that your backyard?
Yeah, I've been working on it all summer.
That's why you're so tan.
Bonus points if you can tell me what course that is.
Oh, geez.
You gotta keep talking so I can see you.
Yeah, move
Can
that.
you-
Yeah, that way.
up,
I need to see those bunkers.
Hold
It's
on.
got to be in Washington with those
No.
pines.
I
Kind of
think it's in
close.
Is it in Oregon?
No,
Oh,
closer.
Northern California?
Correct.
It's not Pasatiempo.
No,
Uh, is it a well-known golf course?
it
Should
should
we
be.
should we know this? Chris, do you know it?
Um,
I don't.
I would
I
say
do
that our
not.
friendship might be risked if you don't.
Mm,
Hmm.
what's it?
Interesting.
I don't know. Give it to
It's
us.
an Alistair Mackenzie course.
Okay, well, we know who he is, but
Hmm.
Northwood.
oh,
It is a
Oh,
9-hole hidden gem that carves through the forest, and it's called Knockwood because there's really no out of bounds. It's just endless trees. It is
interesting.
across the river from where they have that like billionaires, circle jerk fest every year, where
this is a
where they
kids
hide off
program, Mike.
where they hide off in the woods and talk about world domination and all that stuff.
Weren't we just talking about HR? I might need that number again.
Yeah, I told you it's hilarious references.
Oh my goodness. All right, so we've definitely decided that the Ryder Cup is obviously way better and the President's
Yep.
Cup sucks. Jordan, when's the last time you played golf?
I played 36 holes of golf today.
Today, of course you did.
I
Well, I like you less.
Okay, so the the last handicap in all the research I've done about you is you were a 2.1 in 2021. What's your current handicap?
Wait, let's see. We'll go live based on
Show us your USGA
my
app.
game.
Show us
Okay.
the last 10 scores that you've had. Yeah,
This
they're
is
gonna
a 2.1 according to June 21st, 2021.
I'm
I
at
can just
plus 1.7.
I was gonna say
Okay.
there is
So
no
you've
way I'm
gotten
playing.
worse, Jordan. You've
I'm in
become a
No,
worse
handicap
golfer
management season.
in
I'm
14
tired of getting beat by the pencil.
1.7 is better than a 2 point something.
Well, it's
That's not worse.
a plus 1.7.
No,
I
yeah, a
think I was a plus
plus.
two. Yeah. So I've got
Yeah,
Oh,
Sorry,
I
I
didn't hear
did
the
say it
plus
wrong,
part.
Jordan.
I was like, wait a minute. I was like, there's absolutely no way I'm
A
ever gonna play him
plus
as a
two.
two.
My
I will
gosh,
never.
apologies.
I would love a two. Are you, but like, look,
I would love
this
it
is
too
the
as well.
worst part of it. These are I'll just run my last couple scores. 74, 71, 74, 72, 73, 71, 74, 72, 71, 73, 74, 71.
Jeez, you just can't get off of that. And three of those
Dude,
rounds were in the U.S. Adaptive.
I was
yeah,
gonna say, how
Yeah.
many of those rounds were tournament rounds?
three of them.
Just three. All right, so those
And
three stick around a little while.
and looking
That
at them,
sounds like mine with a couple of 80s in
you
there
shot
every once in a while as a disaster.
What's the deal with that though? It's like the universe just like knows. And do you guys have the same thing, like the compressed scores?
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, when I play, my compressed scores, Jordan, Mike and Chris always tease me about this. My compressed scores would be from like 5 years, not like 5 weeks. Just because I don't play much golf anymore.
You know, if
I
if
talk
you
more
got
golf than
bonus
I do
points in
play.
handicap for wedge throwing, you'd probably be a
This
lot
is
better.
true. This is true.
Oh,
he'd be
Oh,
a he'd be a scratch player.
I would. I know. I
Chris,
would.
are you in? Who are you in the bag for right now?
I'm working with Rich Wierenski.
Richie,
Yeah.
Georgia Tech grad?
Yes, sir.
That's right. Ramblin' Wreck.
Yep. We started, I guess, 6 weeks ago, 7 weeks ago.
Nice. Dude, that's a great bag. I've heard he's a great kid.
He's amazing. He's a pro's pro. He's all business. We get in the morning. He's an early guy like me. We get in the morning. I don't think I've been on a golf course after 12:30 in the last 7 weeks, unless it's been a tournament round.
He is all
I'm
business. It's funny to see. We've known Chris for a few years now, so he's been on I don't know three or four bags or more, but ones that we've met. And Richie's like the most business like guy that I've met. That he's bagged for sure.
He's like your own personal Hideki Matsuyama.
Yeah.
Hits a
Yeah.
great shot, drops his club like he just shanked it, puts it to 10 feet.
well,
Why was
Yeah,
it 10 feet? And I mean, kudos to you, Chris, for all the iron shots I saw in Utah and Boise. Pin high.
yeah. He can hit a number. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with me. We just kind of figure out where we're trying to hit it, and he can. I don't know. That's why I tell people like our job is just consultant. They're Picasso. You just got to give them a blank sheet of canvas to draw their picture in, and
You're
For
north
sure.
and south, they're east and west.
that's it. I'm responsible for north and south, but I mean, it's it's fun working with him, to be honest. It's refreshing. It's back to work. We played some meaningful golf on a weekend, my first time this year, so it was just out in Boise. So it was exciting to kind of get back in the saddle again, and I think we've kind of turned the corner. I think we're rising from the ashes.
Oh,
I mean, you got the podcast bump before, and he didn't even come on the show. Just you got the podcast bump. So you're welcome, Chris. You can tell
I'll,
Richie if he'll ever see this, but he probably won't. You're welcome.
I'll make sure he knows. I'll
I'm
play
I'm still waiting for my check or my Venmo. So just
it.
I thought it was Western Union.
the check's in the mail. The Western
at
Union's in
some
the
point,
mail.
Oh
I'd
my
love to hear
goodness.
a Chris's top 5 or maybe even top 10 pro jock loopers of all time.
I'm
Oh,
all ears too. Let's hear it, Chris. It's a
wow.
great question. I love this.
I've got a couple in my mind that like if they don't make the list, I'll be stunned. I wish we could do like a compare notes with friends so I can see if Chris how many he hits.
Yeah.
Let's hear.
Wow, I don't
The floor is
kind of
yours,
put
Chris.
Eddie Navarro. Fluff. I mean, you got to go Stevie because he was with Tiger, arguably the best of his career. Um, there's a Tony Navarro. I always get it wrong, but the guy was with Greg Norman for all the years.
Forever.
That guy is a legend. Trying to think who else would be like legendary. I mean, what's your definition of legendary? I mean, you can have a legendary guy like Pepsi.
Yeah, I mean Pepsi.
Pepsi
was
is legendary. Yeah.
I, I mean,
That's
he,
right. Like yeah, that's a that's a fun like spin-off too, like legendary
yeah,
caddies.
like Pepsi literally would hide Pepsis around the golf course, but he's also like a compelling guy, like to hang around. He's awesome. I've been fortunate when he was on the Corn Ferry Tour to to spend some time with him and kind of get to know him. And he had my old guy, so it was nice to talk to him. And he's a wealth of information, and uh, he's a guy that I texted him when he won with Ryan, and I never expected to hear anything back, and he texted me back like probably within 30 minutes, 45 minutes of the round finishing. It was awesome.
You got Bones. Can't forget Bones.
Yeah, yeah, but I see him as a commentator now. I forget he was a caddy.
You got Fanny, of course, and
I
Bruce
was gonna say
Edwards,
Fanny Soon is in.
Bruce
Angelo.
Edwards, there you go. Bruce
Yeah.
Edwards, I mean, what a story.
Hmm.
Golly. Watson's guy.
I guess LaCava. Yeah, I guess you can throw LaCava in there, but now he's not.
Joey, no, yeah, you got to throw him in there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Um, trying to think of other, just I'm looking at like the lifetime guys, trying to figure out who's,
Did we say La Cava yet?
yeah,
We just did.
I
I'm
can't.
looking at like inductees. Like
Who's the guy?
they have
The
a
guy who
caddy Hall of Fame.
yeah, who's the guy who caddied for Watson at Augusta for all the years when you had to take a local?
Oh,
Oh
Or not
shoot.
Watson.
Crenshaw.
Yeah,
Oh, it was
that guy.
Crenshaw. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that guy.
Yeah. Oh, what's his name?
That guy's got to be in there because he changed the game for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean,
Carl Jackson.
that's
Boom.
him.
Nailed
Yeah.
There
it.
it is. Carl Weathers.
I pity. No, that was Clubber Lang. What the heck did he say? Weathers.
Who's the best golfer in this group?
You.
Well, no. Who's the best golfer amongst the
That
elite?
it's you, Jordan, for sure.
It's not
Probably
even
you,
close.
Chris, right?
I'd probably say Chris. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Depends on what day it is. I don't play much anymore. So
We have
I'm
yet to
trying to
get
get,
around.
Well,
I've
when's
got it.
the last time you had a reasonable handicap? What was it?
I'm a plus 1-4, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eddie, you're what, a 65?
Actually, no, here, I can tell you, I have a gin, but I don't have, I think I only have 2 scores in this year.
Well, if you looked at my last gen, my last gen is very inaccurate and it's a couple years old, but it was probably like a 6, 7 or something.
I'm 2.3 right now.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. What's the best part of your game, Jordan?
Mm, I'm like a
I'm
one.
a, I'm a
Yeah.
1-7.
Yeah.
All right.
So
That's a good.
I'm getting 4 from you, big fella.
That's a tough one, dude. But then it's
That,
always offset because I get, the reality, Chris, is you have literally twice the limbs that I have. And so that is
all
not
right.
factored in on the GIN calculator. And
That's a
so,
See,
different handicap system.
Jordan, I've
so,
seen Jordan from the
so
videos that I've seen of your golf swing. I'm putting money on you. I'm sorry. I've only seen Chris hit the ball once, and it was a par three, and it was like some caddy. I don't know where you guys were, Chris, and it was a
no,
good swing.
we were in Bahamas.
Okay, yeah,
I
I'm
hit
still
it to
gonna take your
20.
swing there, Jordan. Jordan.
Jordan, we also don't have the advantage of being able to be 6'5" either.
so true.
Yeah, you got and you are you a
See,
lanky 6'5"? Are you a
he's
lanky
not.
6'5"? Yeah, yeah.
He's 6'5" with the golf legs. He's only like 5'10" with the real legs.
But still, I mean 5'10",
Are
6'4",
your golf
whatever.
legs also your like dating legs too?
Oh, it's so
That
true.
is that is the question of the night.
It is so good.
Oh.
So good. Yeah, I date and golf in one set and then I do everything else in another.
Show up accidentally with the 5'10" legs
Dating
one time.
legs. Good Lord. That's so good. I want to know what your are you a ball
Oh my God.
striker? Like what's your best part of your game, Jordan? Whatever.
No, I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm not like a certified flusher. I drive it pretty good. I'm pretty scrappy around the greens. I putt it. I don't do anything really remarkably all that well. I'm kind of that old school, like just kind of find a way to get it in the hole kind of guy. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't really look all that pretty. I kind of beat it up par fives. I hit it pretty far. In like the world of adaptive golf, I hit it really far. Um, so I'm just kind of scrappy. I don't know.
So I don't know
No,
a lot about the world of adaptive golf. Are there different like sections? Is there like a leg adaptive, an arm adaptive, like different
Yeah. Yeah,
leagues or
so there's
whatever you
different
call them?
categories, and it's amazing that the USGA's made this like the Adaptive US Open like their 16th championship, right? I think, which is incredible. It's given us this like really big avenue to compete at a really high level, and it's amazing. I think the challenge with adaptive golf is in like where does one draw the line with like what qualifies as adaptive and what's
Sure.
not. And so I think the USGA, I think they tried to make this extremely inclusive, which is amazing. But I think they maybe have cast the net too wide in terms of folks that are playing adaptive golf that, it's a different level of adaptation required for certain disabilities versus
Sure.
others, is all I'm saying. And so, yeah, I compete in the multiple limb category. So I'm obviously bilateral below the knee, but some folks are like one below and one arm. So yeah.
I'm genuinely curious about this, Jordan. The kid who won at Kip Popert, I mean, he smoked the field.
Hmm.
20,
You seem
24.
bitter.
Yeah, I
I,
see that face. I see it. So is that, I'm not saying we're calling him out at all, at all. I'm just curious of like, that's a very, very large gap of a margin.
Yes,
Yes.
it
Okay.
is, Eddie.
Yes. I can do math.
Such a deep response.
Yeah. Um,
you are correct.
Jordan, I want to I have so many questions and all jokes aside, like I really do like I do a little bit of research. I do most research on all of our golfers and but I want to know more about your foundation and Chris told me obviously a little bit about you, how you guys met, just a little bit. but I kind of went into like this, just not wanting to know anything and just kind of like letting you chat and just like, this is just, it's really fun. So I want you to talk about your foundation and like, how'd you start golf and everything? Like, how
Yeah.
old were you when you first started?
So
Go
before
ahead,
you
Chris.
start,
Go
I
ahead, Chris.
literally we were talking. I was like, I can tell you everything I know, and he's like, no, stop, 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 stop. I don't want to know. I just want to hear it from him.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
I did tell the story though, and I'll tell the story of one of the funniest things I've ever seen, and then one of the most confused I've ever been was we were on 15 at Marion, and you snapped your piston in your ankle.
S- Snapped.
Did it
Like
fly off
snapped.
like a car piston?
Dude, I went straight to the ground. And Chris is up like four caddying because he knows I'm going to blow it right and plug it in the bunker. And I literally just blew a tire. I went straight. It's never happened in my entire life. And of course, it happens at Marion, at a place where you're like, I want to behave so well. And like, I'm like, oh my God, I'm horrified. And like, yeah.
That was one of the. He looked at me and was like, "You better laugh because it was funny," and I didn't quite know what to do. I'd known him for 3.5 hours at that point, and I'm like, it
So
was,
what do you do when you
I raked the
When you
bunker, I
blow a
gave him a wedge,
piston.
and
What do you
you're
do when you
right.
blow a piston, Jordan? That's all
do
we
you get
want to
the
know.
510 legs out of the car or
You gotta like, I had to kind of like bubble gum and duct tape, like we've got to, I have a, I just had to kind of like fix it as best I could to kind of get it literally in the house. And yeah, that's
wow.
a story that I literally will never forget for the rest of my life.
It was one of the most unique. It will likely be the most unique experience I've ever had on a golf course.
I would I would say that's probably the leader in the clubhouse and
And
safe.
Now
and
the
it
story would only get better if you told us that Chris didn't know you were a double amputee.
Oh, had I been in pants, it would
Pants just all of a sudden.
absolutely.
Oh my
if he had been
gosh.
if he had been in pants, I told him he had to work on his calf game.
Yeah.
Yeah, tangles,
Skip leg
dude.
day.
Yeah, so sorry. I mean, the thing is, if we'll just go on all kinds of tangents here. So, Eddie, to back to your question,
Yeah.
uh,
Please,
yeah,
sorry.
man. I mean, I think for me, the my story really starts back in 2005, and I was this 16-year-old kid that was a passionate golfer, but I played a ton of different sports and probably on a trajectory to play college golf. Was a pretty good player at that point. Not like incredible by any means, but a pretty decent golfer. And um, I was in the Florida Keys and I went on a boat ride to go scuba diving about 7 miles off the coast. And I got pushed behind the boat by a wave. And suddenly my mom put the boat into gear and the propeller pulled me in and I lost my legs in an instant.
Wow.
And I looked down and my fins were gone. And I knew something was terribly wrong. And my dad swam out to me and said, um, are you okay? And I said, no, my feet are gone. We have to go. Like very clearly, I knew what had happened. And so was really lucky to still be here today. My parents saved my life that day on
Yeah.
that boat ride. So very, very lucky there. And I was airlifted from the Keys up to Miami, where I underwent three surgeries and ended up losing both my legs below the knee. But that was the first time in my life I was a 16-year-old kid that was able-bodied and had tremendous amount of privilege, and the first time I'd ever been exposed to the reality that too many kids face that are living with limb loss, and that is that families they don't have access to prosthetics because their families can't pay for them. And for me, that was just something that was an unacceptable reality that too many people faced. I was like, this is nonsense. And so I started my foundation 8 days after my accident in the hospital.
Wow.
I mean, it's just amazing, Jordan. And for all the listeners, you can go to jordanthomasfoundation.org and learn all about it. I mean, looking at all of these cause awards, Jordan, I mean, I'll be honest, I kind of got a little emotional just reading about some stories that have just come of this, and it's amazing. I mean, it's just it's really really neat. So, thank you for coming on the show and sharing the story. I mean, we're going to get to a lot more fun stuff here too, but I just think it's really neat just watching your CNN Hero of the Year award in November 2009. I was like, that's Doogie. There's Doogie Howser. He's introducing Jordan. It was really, really neat. So, um, had you always loved golf? Like, tell us how you got into golf.
Man, golf for me was just a way to get some Reese's and maybe a Snickers if I stood it out for 18 holes with my dad long enough, you know? And so that's how it all started, was just like my dad would play golf and he would let me tee off from where he'd hit his drive to. And I like that just annoyed the shit out of me, really. And
Yeah.
so I kind of stuck with it just to be able to tee off from the women's tees. And then it just progressed from there. But I was like a multi-sport athlete back in the
Yeah.
day when we like, grew up playing multiple sports and kids didn't specialize at age 4 and stuff. And so, but golf, I was a really good soccer player right before my accident, and I kind of realized that soccer needed feet in a big way to be good at it. And so I sort of pivoted to golf pretty quickly after my accident.
How old were you when you started playing golf?
I started at probably 8, 7, 6, 7, 8 with my dad.
Yeah. And just fell in love immediately.
Fell in love, was like the most dominant like child golfer, was really really good when I was a kid, but I never, one thing was that I'm so competitive in so many sports, but like golf, for whatever reason, I just never really loved competitive golf because I don't really play golf to compete. I play golf to be like with people that I love. And
Right.
like I was playing with just friends today, just like a hit and giggle, and it was like so much fun. And compared to playing like state am this year, it's like I'm with these college players, and for 6 hours they say 10 words in 100-degree heat, and I'm like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Like,
But
Yeah.
did you take any of their
What?
money?
I took a couple in practice round. I took a little bit off. I wouldn't dare gamble in a competitive round of golf, though.
Never, of course not,
Yeah.
Jordan.
Ah,
Tennessee,
la,
so
la,
Yeah.
la,
La
la,
la
la.
la. Yeah.
Why are you
I
winking?
have a funny gambling story in the adaptive US Open though at some point if you guys want it.
Yes.
So you
Now.
guys remember, you guys are like golf junkies, so you'll know this name.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
Ken Green?
Mm-hmm.
Say it again.
Ken Green.
Ooh.
This is a
Mm-mm.
blast from the past. You guys may not. Chris, do you know Ken Green?
Yep.
So
Yeah, I'm
Ken,
older, so
he was leading the 86 Masters Jack's win.
yep.
He was leading after the first day. Famously, Augusta sent his badges to his ex-wife's house. Ex-wife wouldn't give him badges. And so his buddies came to Augusta. They rented a house. He put his buddies in the trunk of the Cadillac, drove down Magnolia, and they all hopped out and scattered about Augusta. That's how he got his friends in to Augusta in
No
86.
way.
Yeah, it's an unbelievable story. Unbelievable. But Ken Green had this like tragic, he was playing, I don't know if he was playing Champions Tour or Corn Ferry, probably Champions. But his brother was his looper, and they like had a motorhome, and he was in a motorhome accident. The tire
Yeah.
blew, and Ken lost his leg. And so Ken is now a single amputee. And we were playing in the inaugural US Open, Adaptive US Open. We're in the second to last grouping final day at Pinehurst. And like the governor of North Carolina is there, like president of the USGA, like all these big wig guys, right? Golf champ, all the like cameras, everything. And I asked Ken if he wanted some action. And so we played a 30-30-30 Nassau the final day of the Adaptive US Open. I'm literally gonna get banned from all USGA events from now on. And I cleaned them, I wiped it. So I took a clean 90 off of Ken Green that day.
That's amazing. What a story.
That's so
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
What year was that, Jordan?
20,
like-
that was 22,
I was
2022.
gonna say it's like
A few
3 years
ago.
ago is the first one.
Man, that's so rad. So how did the US
I wanted,
Adaptive
yeah.
come up? Like, how did that even become a thing? Like, were you a part of it? Like, how did you find out?
No, the USGA, I don't know the origin story of how the USGA made the decision to make that their next national championship. I mean, I genuinely don't know this origin story there. And the first year was kind of an invitational situation, and then we've now since like moved it to like a qualifying format. But yeah, the USGA just, man, they took the initiative, they made the massive investment. I mean, that's such a massive undertaking. Anytime
Yeah,
the
it
USGA
is.
does something, it's like they do it all out.
Right.
And it's really special, man. I mean, it's an incredible thing to be a part of. Like I think it's truly the best thing in golf I've ever experienced.
It's awesome. And they do it every year.
Yeah. Yep. We had a great place this year in DC. This place called Woodmont Country Club. Chris, have you played there?
Yeah.
Woodmont?
I've been there. I haven't played it.
They've got a US Open like final stage qualifying there
Yeah,
every year.
yeah.
It's just a
Yep.
great track. It's really, really good.
Yep. I've been there to watch some friends play at I guess I call it sectionals, the longest day of golf.
Yeah.
Have you ever played against Jesse Forkowski?
Yeah, he's an absolute. Are you Canadian?
No, I've known him for shit like 10 years. I still kind of am. I used to be really active on Golf WRX, and I'm a lefty. He plays lefty, so he and I have traded clubs back and forth many times and chatted just a little bit through messaging and stuff. But I've followed him for a while, yeah.
He's unbelievable. Have
He's
you guys seen him play? Have you guys seen him hit the ball at all, Eddie or Chris?
I haven't, no.
he's like
I
a
have not.
+4, +5. He has no right arm.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen Eddie and I saw a video of this guy.
Jesse,
Is
yeah.
that Ed? Is that the guy you showed me when we were in Utah?
I don't know.
We looked
He's
at we looked at a guy. Yeah, I think it's the same guy.
It probably is sorry, I don't remember.
I think we were at breakfast. We were talking about having Jordan on the show, and you were looking up golfers at the what was the name of that something Bear whatever.
I mean, his
Oh,
name probably
shoot.
comes up in searches because he wins a lot, so he's really good.
Yeah.
I think he's like a 13-time world champion. Like
Yep.
it's crazy.
Oh my
He's
goodness!
Yeah,
That's
he's unreal.
wild.
He's unreal.
Hey Jordan, have you tried the USGA four ball with somebody?
Dude, that's so funny. I was talking to my friend Cameron about I'll play like state. I finished fifth in Tennessee this year, which is like whatever. But I'd like to play a mid-am four ball. Because is that a USGA? They have a mid-am four ball, right?
It's not a mid-am, but it's just a four ball. But it's
Oh
mostly
yeah.
mid-ams who play because the college kids can't play because of the time of year.
Yeah.
Oh, great. I don't want to
But
play young kids.
yeah, I don't want to play against them either. I'm older than dirt
Dude,
compared to them.
these kids don't care about 200 ball speed anymore. They see 200 on TrackMan. It's like, meh, whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
I
They're
hit
swinging
160.
easy.
I hit 163 today. I was like, I was like, let's go. Carried it 292 in the air today. I was like, and then I think about guys like Aldrich, and he's like,
That's a 3-iron.
yeah, he's hitting 2-iron that far.
Aldrich does have like sneaky, he's just, yeah, he's got sneaky power.
Did I ever tell you guys the story about Aldrich and the quad?
I don't think so.
So, so I'm working with Cody, and Aldrich is hitting drivers, and he goes over to Cody. Says, "Do you mind if I use your quad? I want to take a couple swings." He says, "Yeah, sure." And he presses a couple buttons, and he hits it. Ball speed 197, carry 331. Hits another one, ball speed 197, carry 326. And Cody says to me, he's like, how is it possible you have a 197 ball speed and only carry at 330? He says that's in meters.
Oh, that reminds me of that old Seattle Mariners Jamie Moyer commercial where he's throwing 99 on the gun, but it's in kilometers.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like,
That's insane.
I would not have believed it if I hadn't seen it.
Yeah. But I believe it with him for sure. That's crazy. So Jordan, I don't know. We talk about this actually a lot on this show is like, how do you make golf tough?
Yeah.
Like
That's so funny you say that. I was gonna ask you guys about ball rollback.
oh,
I think say it again.
we've taught I think we've had that in one of our first like fill in the blanks or are you in or you out? Like
It's in mine tonight.
yeah,
Mine tonight too.
I think so.
We'll see who asks first.
How do we, Jordan? Like how would you how do we make golf courses tougher? How do we tiger proof things now? How do we I don't know. How do we just make a golf course really tough where you can't tune in to see the Valspar Championship and the winner is at like 22 under. How do we do it?
Yeah, I mean, Oakmont did a pretty good job of it.
Yeah, they did.
You make disgusting rough. You make
Yeah.
drivers not 7,000 cc's anymore. You make them back like they did in the day when you had to actually flush it out of the middle of the face. And if you didn't, it didn't go straight or it didn't go anywhere. So I think you make driver heads smaller. And I think you just got to grow rough up. And I hate to say that, but I think you just got to grow rough up. You got to make hitting fairways a premium. The bomb and gouge era, there's nothing fun about watching golf tournaments when 32 under par wins. Birdie Fest. Corn Ferry is unwatchable almost, Chris, because these kids go out and shoot 28 under to top 10 it. You got cuts at 8, 9, 10 under par, and it's like,
Yeah.
what are you supposed to do? That's what I think you leave the golf ball alone, and I think you just make driver heads smaller, and I think you narrow fairways and you make rough actual penalize guys and put premium on hitting fairways.
I don't
Yeah.
even go down the path of any equipment changes. I just think you just cabbage patch the rough.
Everybody on this
And
show completely agrees with that. Yeah, there shouldn't be a golf ball rollback, I
I
think.
think I think pins shouldn't be any further away than like 4 paces on. You know,
Well, the thing is, you could do that, but then you've got to worry about slope around it. So you could put them in really good places, and you can
yeah,
make the greens firm. If you have high rough, firm, fast greens and narrow fairways, I mean, that's a challenge in itself. Let alone, it doesn't matter how far the ball goes. Guys at that point are going to want to go back to a spin your ball so they can stop it.
Yep.
like you
Like
make the
so,
rough like 8 inches long, and the entire
oof.
tour goes to preferred lies. You just play lift clean in place all the time,
So
and that
I'm gonna
way,
play the the TV executive devil's advocate
all right,
saying,
give us your
well,
Brandel Chambly. Come on.
yep,
Yeah. This is a hot take, Randall.
here's the hot take, Brandel. So like I said, been on record. I completely agree with that, but I wonder if TV execs wouldn't like that because it's not sexy enough. Like they want low scores to be sexy TV. Like everybody, the viewership wants to see. I get it, Chris. The viewership wants to see birdies. I get that, but I just wonder, like, does the average golf fan really want to see golfers struggle? We want to see
Yeah,
golfers struggle, but
yeah.
I
I
wonder
can
if
also
like
like as
the
much as you
growing
think
the
Corn Ferry
game.
sucks at 22 under. I'm not sure how much I'd watch. I enjoy watching golf with the winners at +7.
Oh,
But the
plus seven, plus seven's a good like that's what used to be Omaha. If it gets firm and fast, can be a winning score there. Panama's a winning score there, which nobody ever sees, which is arguably the hardest golf course we play, and it's a brick with rough and greens that roll 13 and change.
I mean, in the end, you still have to be a
I mean,
really
it's
damn good putter. That's it.
yeah,
yeah,
Like that's just really it. Like you still have to
I don't
make
know if the
birdies, no
average
matter.
golfer knows the difference between like I think the average golfer, if you watch a tournament and the winner's 15 under, and you watch a different tournament and everybody's at even, I don't know if the average fan understands that it's the golf course or they just think the golfers suck that week or something. I'm not sure the average golfer really understands the difference between a really tough setup, or at least appreciates a really tough setup.
Yeah.
do you guys like
Like
remember
you,
the buzz going to Oakmont when we were like 5 over is gonna win it? When
Yeah.
there was terror within those guys, like when they would walk off that golf course, like, oh my God, when it was
yeah, but
actually
I think that
Yeah.
buzz is amongst us like super nerds. I don't
Yeah.
think
that's
a guy
fair.
drinking a Budweiser with his finger in his belly button gives a shit.
But is it more compelling that's a putts for birdie rather than to save par? Like I
I,
don't
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think it putt for par, like a 6 footer for par, is more
oh,
compelling than a 15 footer for birdie.
for
Yeah.
Like
sure.
you want
But
to talk about like being a golf super geek. Like you stand over those 6, 8 footers for par, sooner or later you're gonna have a mind meld. And it's
yeah,
to me, that's the skill is like can you miss it
but
and then make the next one?
are
Yeah.
the four of us unique? Like I don't- I think the real question is, do we actually have a problem in golf? Like if you zoom all the way out at a macro level and you ask the average guy that can't break 100 is watching golf, do they care, or are we just being
M-
super picky
No,
because we're
I
overly
Maybe
passionate about the
maybe
game?
we are making the problem, but I'm just saying it is, I don't know. I just wonder if 22 under every weekend on the PGA Tour is really fun. I don't know. I don't watch I don't watch much golf outside of bigger tournaments and elevated tournaments.
We can just go into such a rabbit hole. I don't love what they're doing with like Corn Ferry guys and what they're doing with the reshuffle and access to cards. And I
Yeah.
just got too many guys that are Corn Ferry guys that I care about that are working their asses off to like lose 50 grand a year and not getting starts. And like, I don't want to get into all that, but like, I don't know what your
No,
take
you
on
can get into it. This is the platform for
No,
it.
this is the place. This is a safe haven.
They're what they're doing, Jordan, too, to that point, is that they're making a really, really tough sport to be a professional at even more
and
tougher.
harder. Exactly right.
Because
When yeah.
golf is just so damn tough.
Oh,
It's
I've
it's
had
so deep.
I've had the conversation of like you're violating your mission statement.
Yeah. You
Like
are not, you're not
the
growing the
second
game.
the second statement in their mission statement is to grow the game of golf, and you're defying that by shrinking everything, and you're creating a division of haves and have-nots, and it's no longer meritorious.
yeah.
It's now being, if you happen to be in that 70, then you'll be grandfathered in. And if you're not in that 70, then you're going to continue to have to fight to get in. And oh, by the way, we're going to cut 50% of those spots after 70. So, going from 125 to 100, you essentially cut from 75 to 125. You cut that by 50%.
Yeah.
What about this? I just thought about this. What if they make the like a college farm system where
They already
um
have it.
PGA Tour U.
oh, that's right. Yeah.
Sorry if I keep going in and out. It was a phone call coming in.
No, you're
Yeah.
good. They should just
It was the commissioner telling you to knock it off.
Monahan.
Monahan's coming in.
Hey, we're listening
He's
live, you
tuning
jackass.
in
Yeah,
live.
because Jay Monahan does not have me on speed dial. I promise you that.
Dude, this is gonna be for public consumption, this whole conversation, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we
Yes.
can we are recording and obviously we can I mean
Rough
if
fairways after dark.
Rough Fairways After Dark. We can obviously I can put this entire thing on our YouTube channel. Link and subscribe, follow at the button down below. But yeah, I mean as far as audio, I can edit out some stuff, but I can edit out actually whatever I want.
I don't know. I just like, dude, where it went weird for me was like PGA Tour. Like, I went to the Tour Championship, and the closest handicap parking to the front gate of Eastlake was 6.2 miles
This year
away
you went?
from Eastlake. No, this is a
Oh,
couple years ago.
okay.
Okay, so 6.2 miles. So they're like, we'll shuttle you in. That's why we don't have it,
Yeah.
right? And you're like, okay, like, but there's no way to access. You can't access and get, so like 9 green, right? Par three, beautiful par three. Nowhere, all of it is corporate tents around the green. So no one with a disability could even get remotely close to 9 green. Like, so there's some accessibility things, right? And so I'm like, talk to the PGA Tour, and they're like, okay, cool. Like, meet with our ops team. And basically, I met with their tournament ops team. And basically, everything was like, that's unachievable because it's too expensive. Or we can't do that because. And I'm like, you don't have an accessible model. Like, you don't have an inclusive model.
You
That
just write a
violates
check
the
for
eight.
$10 million. I think you can.
You
But
are
it
not
violates
80
ADA.
you are not ADA. Yeah.
I'm going like, how much did Monahan make? You can't invest a portion of what Monahan's salary is into making an include. Like, I don't know, man. I lost a lot of respect there.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know.
Good for you for
Yeah, good
one
for you.
having that conversation, for being able to be the person you are to be able to have that conversation, and then quite honestly having the stones to say what you really think, which I know isn't an issue for you, but it thank you.
So,
Like we need
Draw from that.
more of that in our world today. We need more of the blurted out truth as opposed to the sugar-coated truth. And kudos for you for being able to do it.
and from like a place of love, of like, man,
No,
it's such
yeah.
a treat. It's such a treat and such a joy to be able to go to. I mean, I had another one. I played a PGA Tour Champions thing at Pebble and Pro-Am, and they blocked off the handicap spots so that the shuttles could come through. And I'm like, well, what happens about the kid with CP that's in a wheelchair that wants to come watch Hale Irwin hit the golf ball? Like,
Right.
where's he supposed to go, man? Like, he's like, you got to think through these things, you know? And for me, it's the thing of like advocating. That's where I get really comfortable with kind of being a like prickly is like, this is not for me, man. This is for like all these other people. Golf has given me this, and now I want to make that available also. And they just
Right.
can't access it because you didn't think through it. I don't know. I could die on that hill.
Die on the
Yeah,
hill. I love
You
it.
should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's gotta be disheartening to like I can understand people not thinking through things that they don't have experience with, but to have a response of that sounds expensive, you know.
Yeah, that's like, come on, PGA Tour, you're making so much money here.
Yeah.
Jordan, you've listed so many great golf courses that you have played. Like, do you have a bucket list course that you haven't played yet? And like, what's your favorite course that you have played?
PV is probably my number one right now of wanting to play.
Oh, that you're wanting to play. Okay. I thought
Yeah.
you were
Call
just
me.
going to drop it that you have played it. I was
Yeah.
like, dude.
Call
But
me. We
I've
can make
played
that
it.
happen.
Yeah,
I've
call
played
call
it.
all of us.
Yeah, this is the
I
formal.
will drop
No.
whatever I'm doing to meet you
To
at Pine
where it
Valley.
said TV,
No, PV, Pine
PV.
Valley.
PV.
We might be able to make that happen, Jordan. Just pick up the phone. Text
Pine-
the brother every now and again. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
What's interesting is Augusta's kind of fallen down that list a tiny bit for me. It was
Yeah.
always Augusta was the answer, and like now I'm kind of like I want to go play Pine Valley.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe
The best
because it's so exclusive.
yeah.
Yeah.
Best I've ever played is Cypress.
Cypress, yeah.
Have you guys played Cypress?
Nope.
No.
Never-
Tiger Woods 2008 maybe.
I've
but-
I've been to Pebble, but I haven't played it.
Cypress is talk about a great Walker Cup venue. That's going to be elite. That place for a Walker Cup. They're gonna kill it though. It's pretty defenseless if it's not blowing. Then it's short, really short. Those kids are gonna dominate it.
Can I ask you an adaptive question? Do you walk courses? Do you ski them?
I ride that. I ride it out.
Do you have a cool board? Like, have you seen those skateboards? Have you ever tried one of those?
No. I have ridden a Segway, but no, I'm a cart guy.
I
I would
can't
imagine
see-
that there's
I
some
can
of them.
just-
Can we see Segway? How come
I
they
could
don't allow
just-
Segways on the golf course? Be good. What's up, Chris?
I could just see JT on one of those like surfboard type things coming down with like the Beach Boys.
There's
playing
almost
behind him.
7-foot guy just coming like, what the?
He's just all arms and legs coming through. There's a guy like trying to keep up with him with bags on his shoulders. That's what I see when you brought up that scooter thing.
Have you golfed with your other legs before? Like,
Yeah, and they're terrible because I've got like in my golf legs are designed specifically for golf, right? And so I've got like a rotator in it, so like on my lead leg, I can like rotate through the
There's
Gotcha.
pistons, Mike. Don't forget about these pistons, Mike.
And like
I guess that
my
does make
feet
sense. Yeah, those are
Yeah.
designed biomechanically for a golf swing. Gotcha.
for that, and like my feet move a lot more like on undulating surfaces in my golf feet, but the ones that I have here that I wear all day are just like super rigid for energy return, so they're really hard on uneven
Gotcha.
lies to do anything, you know.
Fascinating. That's just the whole world you never think about, like if you're not living in that world.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, my knowledge of prosthetics is Lieutenant Dan. So
Yeah, mine was
So-
too.
Are you a single guy, Jordan?
I am.
So I have a fun on your dating profile. What do you list for height?
Same that everyone would. You just average it out.
Do you?
Just
I mean,
average it
can
out.
you lie a little bit? Like, I mean,
He's like Fletch. I'm 5'10".
it says 5'10" unless I
6'7" with
really
the
like
afro.
you.
Can you do like a five? I'm 5'10" to 6'4", depending on
Yeah,
the day. Dude, that's a great opener.
the range.
You know what I mean?
6'10",
Yeah,
6'4" on the
imagine just being
weekends.
like this blonde bombshell and you just see, wait, this guy's 5'10" to 6'4". I have to know why.
Tell me more. Yeah. No, yeah,
A great opening line.
we got the flexibility for it, boys.
I love it.
Jeez.
So
He-
Jordan, how many kids have you helped in your foundation?
Oh, dude,
Mm.
we have 200 now.
Yeah, let's get back to the foundation. I want to know more. Yep.
Wild, 200. And so the thing that's cool with us is what we do is we make the commitment. We will provide prosthetics. They're kind of a part of our family. And so
All
kids
right.
outgrow their prosthetics, like think of them like shoes. And so a kid gets between 8 to 9 to 10 to 12 months and out of their prosthetic device, and they have to get a new one because they outgrow them. And so we make the commitment to kids that from whenever we get them, we will support their prosthetic needs until they become adults.
Good. Yeah.
Awesome.
It's incredible. It's
And
just
then,
the coolest thing ever.
and then you partner with prosthetic makers, or you actually make?
Yeah, so we partner. We have a lot of really good partners in the world of prosthetic, not just manufacturing and those that like fabricate prosthetics themselves. And
Right.
yeah, and so we have amazing partners. We have kids in 31 different states now. And we've gone beyond just prosthetics, which is incredible. We offer mental health resources, scholarships, mentorship, ambassadorship programs. We send kids to camps. We have a family reunion where we bring kids into Nashville. Like it's grown so much far further beyond just providing prosthetic devices because it's so much more than just prosthetics, right? It's like the
Yeah.
family system, it's the mental, physical, psychological, spiritual. It's all of it.
What's the next goal for the foundation?
I I exist because of the insurance industry's inability and unwillingness to cover prosthetics. So for me, I
Yeah.
want to pass legislation that requires insurance companies to cover prosthetic devices.
Why
Yeah.
don't they, from your experience? Mm-hmm. That's it. That's the number one
Money, money,
reason.
money,
Yeah.
money.
Mm.
It
It's always
makes
money.
me so sad to like read those stories about, if somebody fundraised like $1 gajillion to build a wheelchair for a kid out of Home Depot parts, and it's like, why? Like that's great to the community. That the community should not have to do that.
Yeah, it's exactly right. And I've had families that were selling homes to get their kids prosthetic device.
Oh
I've
my
had families
goodness.
that canceled vacations for 5 years straight. Families that didn't move or upgrade their houses because they had to save. They
Yeah.
wouldn't buy a new car because they had to save. They liquidated their savings account, and every penny just went to their kid's leg. That, keep in mind, would last them for 8 months.
Right.
And then you
Wow.
have a denial letter from Blue Cross Blue Shield after those 8 months that say, we're not paying for this because it's not medically necessary.
That's amazing.
It's like,
I mean, it's
What's a day in the life? Walk us through what your day looks like when you're, fully on in.
dude, my life is it is so unpredictable. I have just like so many irons in the fire. So I'm getting my master's right now in clinical mental health because we're building out our
Beautiful.
mental health resources at JTF. And so I see clients some days. I do some JTF related stuff every day. I do something, either whether that be calling a donor, working on a new initiative, working on policies, all kinds of stuff for JTF. I'm probably playing golf 2 days a week, maybe 2, 3 days a week. I'm in the
Well, they're
gym.
business meetings.
What's that?
They're business meetings.
Yeah, business meetings.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my life's kind of all over, really. But I really am happy with what I get to do in my life. I mean, the reality is that my accident, one of the many gifts of my accident was that it may have taken my legs, but it gave me a sense of purpose. And there's not a single day I don't wake up and put my legs on, not knowing why I exist on this planet.
Beautiful.
That is a gift.
That
You
is a
know?
gift.
that's awesome.
That's
Yeah.
awesome, Jordan.
Yeah.
I literally have the goosebumps.
It's
Yeah.
the best. It's
I don't know. I spent 4 hours with that man walking around, and there are very few days, weeks, or months that go by where there's not something that becomes relevant that goes back to something that is profound in his world that we take for granted.
Mm,
Right.
yeah.
Like it's given me a whole new perspective, and um it's rightly or wrongly, but it's two things. One, it's really cool that you came on the podcast, so thank you. And it's even cooler to have you as a friend and somebody that I can actually just pick up the phone and text every now and again, or I can break your stones on Instagram if you do something. Or so that's that's like the coolest thing, because without any of that, there's there's none of this.
Yeah.
Like
I was gonna
like
say,
if
Jordan, without you, there's none of the there all those kids
yeah,
might not have any of it. So
Yeah, man. And I'm built, I imagine y'all can certainly empathize or are built in a similar way. And that, like, my thing, I have that sometimes the affliction of always thinking that I need to be doing more or I've not done enough. And I'm constantly forward looking and I seldom stop and kind of acknowledge. And I just celebrated my 20th anniversary of my accident was like 2 weeks ago, less than 2 weeks ago. And we had a 20th anniversary sort of celebration. And it was an opportunity to take a step back and look at the impact that we've had. I mean, we've raised $9 million for kids. We've helped over 200, and so it was this amazing thing to like take one night to say, wow, look at what we've been able to do. And it was really, whew, it was powerful.
yeah, just looking at your stats here, 180 plus kids served, 28 states representative, $1.75 million total funds spent on program services alone. Um, it's just incredible, incredible initiatives, incredible story. He's Jordan Thomas. You can go to jordanthomasfoundation.org and to donate to read all about him. And he'll kick your butt at golf if you ever run into him in Nashville.
I'll gladly take your money.
Jordan, are you from Nashville?
I grew up in Chattanooga,
Okay.
but I've been in Nashville for about 9 years now. My family's all here, and
Yeah.
so I'm in Nashville. Yeah.
Are you so we gotta talk music. We can't just not talk about music. You live in the music capital of the world. Are you a music guy? Yeah. All right. All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Chris, do you have Jordan, do you have any questions for us?
Why do
oh
you
boy,
guys do this?
That's a great question. Who wants to go first?
I think you should go first because it's kind of your brainchild, and
Okay,
yours and Mike's. I mean, it's
that's fair. Uh,
We start this when you were what? You were on Hawaii still,
I don't
right?
think I've ever truly answered this like on the actual podcast other than like in between conversations. But yeah, in 2020, I was living in Hawaii and I reached out to Mike and I'm like, hey, I've always had this idea about a podcast where we talk to players that are trying to earn their PGA Tour cards and how tough it is, right? Because I wanted to do it in my early 20s. Mike played college golf. I don't know if he ever wanted to, but I was just like, I want to hear these stories, and I've always loved radio and the long platform it presents to interview. So I like interviewing people. I'm a very, very curious person. So I want to just know things. And so I, lo- with my love for golf, my curiosity and love for interview, it just made sense to me. And Mike and I met at HP in 2016, and we just bonded over golf in Seinfeld. It was it was pretty easy. And so I just and we always had this banter back and forth where you could debate with somebody as a friend, but you wouldn't be afraid to annoy them or disagree with them, or it didn't sound like a fight. So you weren't just bickering back and forth. It was just like, I actually disagree with that, but here's why. And like Mike and I just
Yeah.
had that great, great relationship. And we still do today. So he was an easy. I just texted him and he said, "Yep, right away." And so he and I started doing it, and then we met. It kind of snowballed. I reached out to some friends I went to golf camp with and had them on the show, like mini tour guys. And then it kind of blew up to I forget when we met Katie. She repped a couple of players. We had one of her players that she repped on the show. And then then she introduced us to some more Corn Ferry guys. And then it kind of just snowballed to there. And then that's when we met Chris.
Yeah, it took off
And
more too when we were able to get the media passes for the Boise Open, because then we're able to actually
that's true.
kind of get inside the ropes, talk to guys as they come off the course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have all our working media badges. That's what those are. So 2022 is when we started. So it's our fourth straight year doing Boise Open. And so, I mean, that's our why. I love interviewing people. And I mean, I'm a smartass on this show. Chris knows it. Mike knows it. But I really do love like this format, and I just love learning about people and their
Yeah.
stories outside of golf. And we're actually currently rebranding the name. We're going to keep Rough Fairways, but it's called Rough. Do we have a breaking news button? Dun, 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 dun. So we're changing the name to Rough Fairways Life Through Golf.
Love.
Instead of Journey to the PGA Tour.
Journey to the PGA Tour, because that's obviously limiting a little bit. So,
Yeah.
yeah. And so when we met Chris, he was on Brent Grant's bag in 2022. Is that when we met you, Chris?
21 or 22.
Well, it had to have been 22 because it was just our first year. So, but
Yeah.
we had Brent on before we met Chris. And then when Chris when he's like, "Hey, we're going to be playing Boise." So we knew Chris before we met him in person. And then Brent played Boise in 2022. Um, and then we hit it off. Like it was just like, "Dang, I like you, you like me." It was just like that
We met
first
online.
we met online, and then when we
And
met in
Chris lied
person,
about his height.
Chris did lie about his height.
It was a computer intervention.
It's those thick Vans you wear that give you like a couple of little extra inches or
Red
so.
lips.
But
I have one pair of those left, and they're safe for Augusta.
there we go. Oh, are they? And they're green,
Are
probably.
they
They're
green?
green.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. But right when we met Chris, Mike and I, and then we had him on. We had him on we had him on by himself for an episode, and then we had him on with Cody. And
Really?
then it was sometime between those two events that I texted Mike. I was like, "Hey, do you want to invite?" I was like, "We should have Chris on the podcast as a third wheel, if you will, right?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, for sure." I was like, "Do you think he'll even say yes?" And it's like, he's not going to say yes. And Mike's like, "I think he's going to say yes.
He
Say
was so
yes to the
desperate.
dress." He said yes to the dress.
Put a ring on
And
it.
so did we propose to you in person, or I honestly can't remember. Chris,
I
to
think it
you?
was
No.
just over text
No,
in our group chat.
you
Or did-
broached the idea.
I think I proposed to you at over please and thank yous.
It was at Please and Thank Yous. Yes, it wasn't the night that the three of us were there. It was the second night where it was just you and
Yeah.
I.
Okay.
Because I don't think Mike was there when you brought it up, but yeah, that was a Bardenay.
Yeah. And then Chris tried
But-
to make me feel good. He's like, "Eddie, I'd be honored to come onto your show." I'm like, "Oh, come on, dude. You don't need to kiss my butt that much." Like
He was
it's
trying to
just
pay
it's
us.
just a little show about golf. Like we're super niche. But no, all jokes aside, like I mean, having Chris on was the best decision that we've made, bar none. And I really do mean that, Chris.
Did you ask him to be on the show before or after you guys made the bet?
Before
Before
a year before.
we'll have to tell you about that bet, Jordan, here in a minute. But that's my long-winded way of saying why I started this podcast.
Can you give me a quick hot take, quick wins here on the state of golf content? Because it's a world that I'm looking at dipping the proverbial toes into that water.
You should do
How
it.
do you guys feel about the world of golf content and what's lacking? And then I'll give you my quick little elevator.
I think it's in a good place just because of the abundance of types of content that's out there. There's a ton of stuff that I have no interest in watching,
Yeah.
but if it gets other people who wouldn't normally be into golf, I'm all for it.
Okay. Succinct, concise. Eddie?
I think it's very it's very niche, so it's very tough. But if you find an edge that makes you different than because everybody and their brother has a golf podcast, can be right.
Totally.
Um, but just still do it. If you like it, you'll find that edge and you'll continue to do it.
Well, Chris?
I just think if you have compelling stories to talk about, whether they're funny, whether they're moving, it's kind of the Jimmy Valvano theory for me. Like you should laugh, you should cry, you should be brought to emotion every day. And if you can find a way to do that, whether it's through golf or through something, then it's something that's worth sharing.
One of the things too, I think you can tell and just content in general is you can tell when the person actually is being honest and genuine. Like there's so much stuff that you watch, like this is a
Yeah,
total show.
Yeah.
this isn't, we don't do this for clickbait. That's for sure.
We don't.
Yeah.
We honestly, I told the guys, I was like, guys, we're paying to do this actually.
Yeah.
Because you have to
You
have
can't tell by our dozens and dozens of followers.
I mean, you have to pay for podcast hosts and then Zoom stuff and everything. And I send Mike like a Venmo request every 3 months for his portion of it.
Can I say a new phone?
Is Chris pulling his share yet? Is Chris 33% of the
He's sure. Yeah.
I haven't.
Chris knows all the golfers. That's his pull.
That's on. Yeah, he gives us the inside of the ropes and all. He brings in everybody. He's lacking this year, but it's okay. We'll talk about that offline.
I'm not
End of
bringing
year
in golfers.
performance review.
I'm bringing in like I brought Jordan in. I'm bringing people outside
This
the
is
game of
true.
golf,
This is
which
true.
I think
Honestly,
is,
that's probably a big portion of the rebrand too.
which I think is more compelling.
I agree with that, Mike. 100%, Chris. Agree. All jokes aside, yeah. Uh, I lost my train of thought.
it'll all be on your end of year performance review, Chris.
That's true.
Well, thank you. I'm
But
sure I'll get.
that's what I was going to say, Jordan. If you have we all have a voice, right? And
Yeah.
we all have stories of why of our why. And once you figure out what your why is, just do it. Just start.
Yeah.
Buy a microphone, and just do it, and just start speaking. And then, I mean, we've been doing this 5 years now,
Jeez.
and we've grown enough to where just enough to where we're still doing it. And I mean, I'm not going to stop doing it. So
Yeah. I love that.
Just
love
have somebody give you a microphone. It's even better.
there you That's true.
Love it. All right. Well, let's hit it, boys, because I gotta run here in a second. But you
Yeah.
guys tell me.
Okay. In or outs?
All right. I'm ready. I've got a couple.
You go
We
first.
already ruined the first one. Mine was going to be a disc golf have a distance issue.
So I have one. Yellow golf balls. Are you in or out?
Oh, I'm out.
Wow. How are you? Wait,
And
no, Mike.
No, I knew he was going to say in. That's such a good question.
There's always one. I don't know why, but
I
there's
don't
always.
use them that often, but I have no problem with them.
All right. Stymies. Do we go back to stymies in match play?
Ooh, in match play.
I'm in.
Jordan?
I'm out.
It's such a traditionalist. I love it.
But I mean, but
Or
I
not.
think the traditionalists would say,
yeah,
right?
or not. but
Maybe we just test it with like a Stymie Open or something and just have one tournament.
the Stymie Open. There we go. That's a good one. All right.
Which, by the way, shout out because we know the PGA Tour's listening. Can we get some more match play events, please?
Ooh,
Can the Tour Championship
100%.
just be match play?
The Tour Championship as a match play is the greatest.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I literally just got a survey today from the tour that asked about different formats.
Oh.
And should we pursue more format? And on the Corn Ferry Tour, we only play 72 hole stroke play events.
That's
I
Right.
said
it.
we need. My recommendation was we need a team event, we need like a Stableford event, and we need a match play event. And they should be in the middle of the year, not at the end and not in the beginning, because that's where everybody's fighting to get in and get out. And but
Right.
put those like the middle three events, change it up. Let's have a little fun. Let's take a deep breath, and then let's get back to it.
What about a Corn Ferry Tour Ryder Cup style?
I don't know who we would play.
Yeah, who?
Well, you could
Do we
just,
play the European Challenge Tour?
and what I mean by that is just like different teams, just do different. I'm not saying like Europe versus US and Corn Ferry Tour, but you could come up with enough players.
They probably could international versus US.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
In or out, golf push carts are okay to push across the green when you're done with the hole.
Oh, I'm out.
Oh wow.
Who would ever be in on that?
Mike, because he wants to take the shortcut.
Look, but I don't do it. My justification is I'm a 225-pound guy on 2 feet. I don't think that I'm doing any damage to a green with a 40-pound golf bag on 4 foam wheels.
I have a lot to say about that. Mike, first of all, felt like he was rubbing it in about being on 2 feet. Number one.
Hey, you're on 2 feet too.
He's pushing a cart
Wow.
with 6 dozen yellow balls. So that golf bag is 8,000 pounds.
Jordan. I love it. So good.
Well, I can't forget my keg of beer in the Caddyshack golf bag too that I have.
Oh my gosh. That was so good, Jordan.
So yes, Mike, you're out.
You're right.
I don't have any more in or outs. Do you have any for us, Jordan?
Are we in or out on par 3 as closing holes? Par 3s.
I'm out.
Oh, out.
No
Only if
way.
it's over 200 yards.
I'll do a starting hole, but not a finishing hole. And I can't remember what British Open in the Rhoda it was. Maybe Muirfield that starts with a par 3. I can't remember, but it wasn't a Rhoda. I remember that. And it was within the last 10 years, maybe.
Yeah, I hated Tour Championship finishing on a par 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty. I'm glad they switched that. I do have another in or out.
Okay.
Broomstick putters.
I don't care. I don't have a problem.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Sure.
in.
I'm
But
in.
what
Now,
I'm
are
not-
you trying
what
to
I'm-
make a differentiation between should you be able to anchor or not? Or are you
I was
just saying
gonna-
broomstick putters?
No, I'm just saying just the putter in general. Should you be able to have something that's
It is
as
close
long as
though.
your driver to putt?
Oh,
Like whenever I see Adam Scott like get there and I'm like, wait, and I'm not questioning him, and I know I know his integrity's there, but it just looks so razor thin that like, is he touching?
Akshay's getting a little bit close.
Akshay.
Earnhardt's getting a little close.
Mm-hmm.
The fabric on the
Bernhard's
shirt's
getting a
starting
little
to move
close
a little
to-
bit, you know?
Yeah, I get those loose shirts in there going on.
If we go back to those like 2000s super baggy shirts,
The pleated pants.
I might have an issue.
MalvinGolf.com. Oh, there we go. Jordan, are you in or are you out on Malvin Golf?
Yeah, I'm out.
I knew it.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, me
Not
too. I'm
sorry.
out too. I like
No, I'm
Jason
sorry.
Day, but just
I am
not.
so in on J Day.
Yeah, me too. He's one of my.
So
Yeah.
in on J Day. Just
Yep.
out on that.
Where's your visor?
Big visor guy. I'm a big visor guy.
He's a visor
You
guy.
got a good head of hair there.
No, I don't.
No,
But
no, that's good. You have.
Well,
it's
you're
a good head of
talking
hair.
to 2 bald guys,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I was gonna
any head
say.
of hair is a
I'm
good head
I'm
of hair.
covered up here with my. Yeah,
He's got quite the quaff.
yeah, he does.
Quaff.
Ladies, he's Jordan Thomas, and he is very single. He ranges from 5'10" to 6'4" on any given day, and he's a plus 1.7 right now.
yeah.
And he's a beautiful, beautiful human. Go to jordanthomasfoundation.org. Please donate, help out his cause.
We
Jordan,
forgot our quick hitters.
oh, you want to do? just interrupted.
We
my...
didn't get to ask him my one question we have to ask everybody.
That
Oh,
was
that's
such
right.
a
Okay,
good outro too. Like
got
I
it.
felt like he was in the slot there.
I
But
was
yeah,
really in the slot, and you just absolutely just. It's okay.
That's how I
Let's
beat
do.
him in golf too. I wait till he's in the zone and just
Yeah, yeah.
I roll a yellow ball in front of him.
Ask your rules question. Come on, Mike.
Jordan, you're king for a day. You get to change one rule in golf.
yeah, it's easy. You get free relief from a divot in the fairway.
You heard that before, Jordan.
I
He
swear to God, I
set you
did.
up.
I swear
No way.
on
Sorry, Jordan.
everything in my world. I swear on everything holy to me that I've not heard that on this pod.
Okay.
Even if he did, it's still the right answer.
It is
It's
still
the
right
only
answer.
right answer. How are we not? There's another one. You
How
guys
can you
said
hit the ball exactly where you're supposed to, and then it's a penalty?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, even the rule in golf that everybody has to play the same course. It's not the
It's
same
gonna
course
change
when
soon.
you're a later tee time because you have divots.
Exactly.
And I really get frustrated when someone tries to argue back. Well, didn't you have to define what I'm like, no, you don't have to define what a divot is. Just play preferred lies in every fucking tournament.
No, I have to
It's
hit
in the
explicit
fairway.
lyrics.
If it's in the
That
fairway,
would take too much
just
time.
It
To
would
be
take
honest.
it would take too much time.
Yeah,
Then,
if
it
then,
didn't
then you
take
get
any
the
time
slow
in a tour
play.
championship. You just put a tee in the ground, you pick your ball up, you put it back down.
Yeah,
You guys
no,
remember
that's-
Brandel's hot take of how the integrity of the U.S. Open might be compromised because they were playing preferred lies at Oakmont?
Mm-mm.
That dude.
Jordan, we're gonna save it for round two. Save it for round two because we're gonna have you back on. We're probably gonna have you on as like the most reoccurring guest on our show because this has been great. You need to go. Jordan, honestly, we appreciate your time so much. Again, Mike, shut up. Let me finish this. JordanThomasFoundation.org. It's an amazing cause from an amazing human, and all of these kids that he's helping out is just invaluable. It's priceless. Jordan, it's a pleasure to meet you. You're now a friend of the show. Chris spoke very highly of you, and this has been so fun.
I think
Thank
this
you.
has been my favorite podcast so far. Scout's honor.
So fun. You guys are awesome. You guys are so
So
great.
excited.
Super stoked to be a friend of the pod, and I take that. And as Chris would say, I'm deeply honored and moved and humbled.
No, you're not. No, you're not. I'm not taking that. No, get out of here with that.
Jordan,
We're shipping you some yellow balls with our
Yeah,
logo
we're
on
getting you some yellow balls.
Jordan, are you in town next week?
Yeah, I am. Are you coming?
I'll be in Vanderbilt, yeah, for the
Okay.
KFT event.
Okay, where are you staying?
I'm staying at the KOA campground by the Grand Ole Opry.
Okay, all right. Say less. Just text me,
I will. Yeah,
and
for
I'll.
sure.
Yeah, I
Well-
got you.
We'll be around. Let's have dinner, and I want to talk to you about, all right.
everything.
Maybe
Eddie,
to make
Eddie
sure
Mike,
that-
should Chris caddy for me at the Adaptive US Open next year in DC?
Oh,
In.
DC.
And
In. Oh, in.
Oh yeah, in or out. I'm in. Yeah,
I agree.
in on that.
I
He
agree.
100% should.
I'm in.
In or out. Should Eddie and Mike go to that event? In.
Should we not? Should we
Guys.
not have a week-long podcast?
In.
You guys should absolutely be at the Adaptive US Open next year. It is the most incredible thing you have ever seen,
Okay.
ever. It is, yeah. A live from edition.
Ooh. Take that, Golf Channel. Rough
Yeah.
Fairways live from.
Yeah.
after dark.
Okay. I love that, Jordan. I'll text you too more about that and everything. So
Yeah.
go get your dinner. Go update your dating profiles.
I'm out.
And in or out. Out for Jordan.
I'm out.
You're out.
All right,
See you,
boys.
buddy.
Thank y'all so much. Later.
I'll see you soon, buddy.
Sounds
Peace,
good,
Jordan.
bud. See you.
See you, man.
Bye, guys.
God, that was so good. Oh,
Did I just